All right, guys, today we're going to be talking about how California is one step closer to legalizing psychedelic drugs. And that would be through the Senate Bill 519. My personal opinion on this, I think that'd be really good for society. I think used with the right intentions, psychedelics could help society grow. I mean, Silicon Valley is known to use psychedelics to expand and grow their projects. And it's another thing they could tax. Therefore, it would make California more money. I'm for it from all aspects of it. I think it would make a lot of money. I think it would help society. I think it would help people that need it. I think it would help people with like PTSD, anxiety, depression, and all that other stuff. Now, basically inside this bill, it says if this fully becomes legal, you won't get in trouble with the police for having psychedelic drugs, and you won't get in trouble if you're giving your friends psychedelic drugs for free. But you will get in trouble if you're selling it, of course, because, well, they're not making money on it. That's just how it is. You still get in trouble today if you're caught selling weed illegally. Now, if you have the right paperwork, it's no big deal. That's because the government is obviously getting their cut. It's all about money. But I definitely think this is a step in the right direction. Now, when they do hearings on this, the police, they're not for it. They say it's going to make the problem worse. But the thing is, I think once you make it legal, I don't believe the problem will get worse. See, I believe the problem gets worse when it's more and more legal because people are more enticed to do the illegal activity. That's just what I believe. And I am people, so I think I could speak for people more than speaking from the police perspective because I am definitely not a police or in Congress or government or anything like that. And the police also say it's going to lead to more drug crime and drug activity, meaning like more people are going to be selling drugs. There's going to be more drug crime related, meaning like you're going to get high and rob a store. But I don't know because it's like, okay, so you make it illegal. The people that are going to want it are going to find it anyways. But you make it legal. The people that normally did it illegally might not want to do it because, well, it's no longer fun because you don't get the thrill of, oh my God, if I get caught, I'm going to jail. I know it sounds weird, but that's really how people's minds be thinking. And they also said we don't know enough about psychedelics to properly make a decision on this. But I kind of find that hard to believe because since the Cold War, the CIA has been working with psychedelics to take control of the mind, you could say. So obviously the intelligence in America understands what psychedelics do to the brain. There's multiple studies on it, literally multiple studies on it. And if the CIA was working with psychedelics in the Cold War, do you think they just stopped and said, okay, we're never going to touch it again. We don't need to know anymore. Like, that's just not the nature of human beings. We're curious. We pick at it and pick at it and pick at it until we fully understand it. And then when we understand it, we try to expand it or use it for our benefit or use it against something. That's just what it is. And we're talking about like the 1950s. Like, we're talking 70 years ago. They were messing with LSD and all these other drugs. Again, do you think they just put him down and just forgot about it? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. I just don't believe that's how we work in America. Sure, it might have got more private, but I don't think they just said, okay, let's not touch it ever again. Now, an interesting part about this is psychedelics very well could help with PTSD and anxiety and depression and everything else like that. Well, here's proof. A Navy SEAL said, after doing psychedelics, I got my life back. And that's really what it is. And a comparison to like what psychedelics is and what it does is we can say it's like a snow globe, right? And when you don't shake the snow globe, all the snow goes to the bottom and it's set. That's what most people's lives are. And they live in fear and doubt and misery and all that stuff. That's a snow globe not shaken. When you shake the snow globe, you took a psychedelic, meaning it's time to reset, meaning it's time to face your demons, time to look at your fear, time to talk to yourself and figure out who you are, who you want to be. Why does it make you feel like this? Because that's what those drugs do. See, my personal opinion, as a whole in society, we have been dumbed down by social media, the internet, media, entertainment, anything you name that takes our attention away pretty much dumbs us down. And I think through this evolution of that, we're using less and less of our brain. When you're on psychedelics, it lets your brain breathe, meaning you could confront all the fear and doubt and PTSD and demons you have in your head on without any judgment. And for everybody out there trying to get a grasp on what these drugs are and what they kind of do, I'm gonna plug a chart right here and it's gonna explain perfectly. But if you have any more questions, you can always reach out to me on Instagram at flip.and.drip, and I'd love to talk about it. I think psychedelics is the way to a better future, just because the pharmaceutical industry is a $1 billion industry and they don't cure anything. They just put a bandage on it, even with PTSD and all that stuff. I think psychedelics is the way for a fresh start. Just my opinion. I am just a YouTuber, barely a YouTuber. You could take everything I say with a grain of salt. I actually prefer you do. But with that being said, guys, my name is Derek with Flip and Drip, and if you like this type of content, I would appreciate it if you dropped a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you gotta do to stay in the loop. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.